So,
Am I going for my 5?
5-2.
Okay, 5-2. Let's get off of Twitter for a second.
And I don't know any of these because we did not mess up the shots.
No, you don't know any of this at all.
We already said we did.
What's that?
I don't know.
This is Barnacles.
Alright, number 5 was Love, Simon. That actually came out this year. And again, it doesn't feel like it came out this last year, but it did. Yeah, it was just a very personal story for me. Like, I connected a lot with it, and I thought it was really well shot, really well done.
Really well
and-
acted.
Yeah, really well acted, especially for such young actors.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't really say much else about it. It was just really good. Yeah.
Number whatever.
Okay, number 4
Yep.
is Avengers Infinity War. Because again, it was able to take, it took a lot of guts to be able to do all those things to those characters.
Mm-hmm.
And even though, like, in Endgame, they're all going to come back, or at least most of them are, like, I think Vision's, like, done for. But, you know, yeah, we'll see.
Heimdall too.
Heimdall's gone.
He's gone because Idris
Peter.
Elba did not want to be in it. But Loki's coming back. We all know that.
Yeah, I hope so.
For like the 5th time.
Seriously.
Marvel, get your shit together.
All right.
Nuke.
My number 3 is A Star Is Born. Because Lady Gaga can actually surprisingly act. There were some things that, like, I thought, she wasn't that great at the delivery of some of the lines.
Yeah.
But it was good. I really liked it. And Bradley Cooper is an amazing director.
He was so good in that movie.
Bradley Cooper was amazing.
And he could be a country star.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
not forget about
apparently.
that. Because,
Yeah.
like, he's never sang in his life, and
Oh,
now he's, like, at the number 1 of the charts or whatever.
yeah. That was
That's
so
freaking
good.
nuts. He got snubbed for Best Director, though.
Oh, yeah. Just the music, the directing, the acting. It was all really good. It was honestly... It was amazing.
For sure.
My next one is Beautiful Boy. What?
Steve Carell and Holly from The freaking Office.
Yeah, I know.
Couldn't figure out another actress to play her. It would have been
Yes.
better if it was Jenna Fisher.
That would have been good.
Freaking
Jenna
Michael
Fisher
and
needs to
Pam.
do more things.
Anyways, go on.
But Timothy Chalamet, he's so good. He's one of my favorite actors of all time. Like, Leonardo DiCaprio is... Leonardo DiCaprio.
Keeping
like,
that in.
like Leonardo DiCaprio level. Like, he'll be that for our generation. And for, like, the next generation.
I think that's definitely a big possibility. I think he's really good, and I think that is what it's looking like it's going to be, as
Yeah.
long as he's not stupid and picks stupid movies.
Like, what was that one they did? Like, Summer Drive?
Titanic 2.
The Revenant sequel.
The Romance.
The Bears attack again.
But yeah, I loved him in Beautiful Boy. I loved him in Call Me By Your Name. I loved him in Lady Bird. He's just a great actor, and I think he makes every movie that he's in at least 100% better. Thank you, Oakley.
I agree.
All right.
Okay, so mine number 4. Wait,
5 through 2.
5 through 2.
Nice shot.
Okay, these are the good ones. And I know this one's on your list.
Mm-hmm.
We saw this together, and I think we had a great time. Best Christmas movie of the year.
Once Upon a Deadpool.
No.
Die Hard.
Die Hard is the best Christmas movie.
Elf 2.
Elf 2. Will Ferrell, the sequel. Green Book. Viggo Mortensen, Mahershala Ali, both getting nominated.
Mm-hmm.
Best Picture nomination. I don't know how Peter Farley did not get Farley a nomination Best Director, because he deserves it. But this movie was just hilarious. We were laughing the whole movie, and it was so heartfelt. It took tough subject matter and made it heartfelt and light, and it just worked. It was just a really good feel-good movie, and I just could not exclude that from my list at all. And yeah, I loved it, and I hope both of them win some kind of awards. I don't know. I just want them to win everything. My number 4, which was actually my number 1 for a long time,
Yep.
and I just recently rewatched it, and it didn't hold up as much for me. But it's Bad Times at the El Royale, which you guys, I don't think both of you
I didn't
guys
get a
did.
No.
chance to.
But I love this movie. I went in watching it, and I heard the critics give it like a 77,
Yeah.
72 on Rotten Tomatoes. I was kind of had low expectations going in, but I was very surprised going in and seeing what I saw. It was just very well crafted, really well acted, and it was very heartfelt too. It has kind of a Tarantino-esque, broken storyline. I think it keeps the pacing moving. A lot of people said it didn't, but nevertheless, Jeff Bridges is always great. So, and Chris Hemsworth with his shirt doing a dancing worm thing. All the girls love him.
Not just the girls, man. Just not just the girls.
My number 3, saw this with my mother, and we were both having a heart attack when watching this, and that's Hereditary.
Hereditary. Ooh.
Probably one of the most terrifying movies I've ever seen. Not just this year, which it was this year, the most terrifying movie, but it's up there with The Shining, as in it disturbed me to my core. There's a part in the movie, I'm not going to spoil it because I want both of you guys to watch it. I don't care if you guys don't like horror. But there's a part in the movie about halfway through where you don't expect something to happen. It goes Game of Thrones all the way, knocks you on your butt, and you can't believe what just happened. And the way it's shot is in someone trying to look at what happened but can't, and then showing it later on in the movie. And it just plays into that fear of us. Our greatest fears are our own imagination, and it was beautiful in a way. The ending was a little weird, but it's actually a lot better on rewatch. Anyways, so my number 2, I think you guys thought this was my number 1,
Okay.
which is Roma.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was going to be your number 1.
Alfonso Cuarón, black and white, takes place in the 70s, Mexico City, foreign film. He got nominated for Best Director and Best Cinematographer because his DP decided not to show, or couldn't show up like 2 days before shooting, so he decided he was going to do it and put probably the most beautiful movie to screen. And man, it knocked me on my butt. And I do have a hard time with reading subtitles in movies. I'm not a very good reader, but I still, with that, I had that issue, but it never felt hard to watch. It was very unique. TC! Anyways, it was very unique, it was beautiful, and I loved it. Through and through. A little weird, but it was great. Anyways, that's my 5 through 2. So now we get to... Wait, are we doing the clips?
What?
Are we going to show the clips and try to guess what... Oh, I already know what his number 1 is.
Well, we gotta do mine first, so we gotta cut and
Oh, yeah.
camera back up.
Okay.
Okay. My top 5.
Top 5.
Starting with 5 through 2. Okay. Number 5. I'm surprised neither of you had this. Was Incredibles 2.
Oh, nah. No, I actually
pretty
didn't like
good.
it.
You didn't?
No, I
What
didn't
the-
like it.
Why
What
not?
the hell's wrong with you?
I don't know.
It's so good.
I just felt like I don't know why I didn't like it, honestly. I think I need to rewatch it again and see how I feel now.
Spider-Man wasn't in it.
I loved it, but this is your movie. Let's
I
hear
liked it. I liked it for one big reason, and that's I felt like it was made for us. We're the ones who saw Incredibles as kids, and we were the ones who were wanting Incredibles 2 for so long
So long.
that they made it for us. As far as I know, it's the first Disney Pixar animated film to swear. And,
Wait, what did it say?
Well, it's the same character. The one who's the villain. She says, damn and hell. It says both.
Whoa.
So
Alrighty then.
I mean, that's where it all starts, right? Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Like that's where swearing started in movies. It's starting in the same place. It's Pixar. Like I'm not saying it's gonna really
Take off.
get anywhere. Like Pixar's never gonna
no
make a
rated R.
PG-13 movie, but
Dang, I was gonna go for rated R.
I mean,
That'd be amazing.
Pixar's established that they can make a movie for our generation and still make money with it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I thought that was cool. I really liked it.
That's your number 5?
That was 5.
Navy, take a picture.
Okay. Number 4, I'm gonna go for Overlord.
I wanted to put this one on so bad.
Overlord was super cool. I really enjoyed it. It was thrilling. It was scary. It had pretty much anything you could want from like a thriller, and it was set in World War II. There were so many like things that were just unique and cool about it.
Not to mention the best opening sequence of the year.
Right, that was freaking nuts.
We saw this one together too.
Right. I think you could compare it to like, it's kind of the same kind of thing that happens in the beginning of Fantastic Beasts 2, where it's like aerial battle, like a bunch of crap's going on. Nobody really knows what's happening because everybody's so freaked out by
Yeah.
just this action going on. But Overlord did such a better job with it.
Yeah, it didn't suck after that.
Right. Well, even the Fantastic Beasts intro, I hated it.
Yeah.
And it's weird because it was kind of similar in that regard.
Yeah.
But
In a way, yeah. But Overlord did it better.
yeah, Overlord did it fantastically.
A
I really
Nazi
liked
zombie
it.
movie that's great.
Nazi zombies were great.
Nice.
3. Okay, number 3. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yes. This is
Hands
so
down,
good.
best superhero movie.
It's the best Spider-Man movie that's ever been
I
released.
loved Spider-Verse so much. I was laughing out loud in the theater several times.
It was probably the best superhero movie this year.
Oh yeah.
Should have got a best picture. But I'll settle for
It was
best animated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, how many times has an animated picture won Best Picture? Once?
Or got nominated. It's Toy Story 3. Okay, go on.
Oh, I was thinking of the Japanese one.
Oh. Spirited Away.
Yeah, Spirited Away.
Oh,
That's
okay.
good.
Go on.
Yeah, so Spider-Verse, just good. I don't really know what else to say about it.
It was hilarious.
The animation style took a second to get used to, but
I think that's what made it really charming. Is that it was able to like call back to those comic book days.
mhm.
I think that's what it made.
And I think it's also going to be the birth of John Mulaney into feature films.
Yeah.
I love John Mulaney as a stand-up comedian,
Yeah.
and so I'm really excited to see him.
Was he the Spider Pig?
Yeah, he was Spider-Ham.
Spider-Ham. I don't know
So good.
Spider-Man. I'm a Batman fan.
Yeah,
There you
but he's great. I love John Mulaney. I've listened to his stand-up forever,
Yeah.
but he's amazing.
Awesome.
Number 2, A Star Is Born.
I thought that was going to be your number 1.
It was really close.
I know you're number 1.
I really liked A Star Is Born. It definitely, I had tears down my face for several times during that movie.
When he... Spoilers.
Yeah.
Rope
Yeah,
tightened.
it was just like, but as soon as he started cooking that steak, I knew it was going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just devastating. Like,
so good
even
in
the
that
nature
movie.
of their relationship was so, like, just real to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of the things I find in a lot of like romance or any like relationship movies is that the relationships don't feel real. This one felt very
No
real.
chemistry.
Yeah, there's no chemistry.
I loved that it was a movie that involves a married couple where they didn't cheat on each other and stayed together through the hard times when everyone wanted them to break up.
Yeah.
That's not really something that's terribly common.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's one of those movies where the good guy best friend comes in and steals the show.
Mm-hmm.
But this one was one where the married couple works through their issues. And so, I don't know, I just loved it.
It's so good.
Yeah, so my number 2 is Roma. So now we're to our number 1s.
Right.
And, wait, I want to guess. We saw this together.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to guess?
Yeah.
It's Green Book.
Okay.
Mine was Green Book. I mean, we already kind of covered it. It just was so... It was so good. I
He throws the chicken wing out the window.
yeah. There's just so much chemistry between Mortensen and Ali, and their characters were great. They did an excellent job acting in it.
He actually seems Italian.
Yeah. I liked it. It was good, and it had a huge like dramatic effect too. It was more than just entertaining, which personally I look for entertainment is like the number one thing I want in a movie.
Yeah.
Like very few of these movies. How many of these movies that I said? One of them had a meaningful theme to it so far. A Star is Born.
Yeah.
But so that's not something that's normally like that big of a deal to me.
Yeah.
But Green Book had that, but it was still entertaining, and it had there's a line of dialogue in that movie that I still kind of like tried to incorporate into my life more upon seeing it. Like it's something that actually impacted my life outside the movie.
Yeah.
And the line, Ali's character is telling Viggo Mortensen's character that he hasn't spoken to his brother in years, and so Mortensen tells him, well, you should try calling him. And so he says, he has my number, he can call me if he wants to get in touch. And so Viggo Mortensen responds with, he says, the world is full of lonely people too afraid to make the first move.
Yeah, give me the little chills down the back, you know? I get you there. You said it better than freaking Vigo.
And so just like since then I've tried to remind myself that like, you know, everybody's got times where they're feeling alone and they need someone else to take that first step. And so why not me?
Yeah.
I really like that. That's really good.
Yeah. So I can't disagree. That movie's bananas.
That's awesome.
All right. So Dan, what's your number one?
My number one.
Oh, wait.
Guess.
I know what it is.
Was it Spider-Verse?
Yes.
Yes, it was Spider-Verse. Because again, Spider-Man is my favorite. It was like my nickname in high school. Loved it.
Yeah.
And also like, I think they incorporated Miles Morales really well into the Spider-Man universe.
Yeah.
Because he's a very new character. They just started coming out with his comics like a few years ago. And he's just such a likable character.
I want to see a live action with him.
Oh yeah, that'd be so good. I really want more of Miles Morales. That would be so good.
I thought him and Gwen Stacy had great chemistry in that,
I agree.
and I never been a fan of Gwen Stacy.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, the Gwen Stacy's that we've seen in film have been,
Andrew
like,
Garfield.
yeah, Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield. And those were definitely not great Spider-Man movies.
Not at all.
So, the real Gwen Stacy shone through there. Even, like, the Mary Jane was really good in that she was just a very strong character, but undertoned.
Yeah, even though she doesn't have a lot to play in the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Her presence is felt throughout, but she's not on screen.
Exactly.
Hardly at all.
There's just so many things, and I think it is a tribute to animation and how far it's gone and how well we can do things now. It's so good.
Danny, you guys want to guess my number one? You're not going to
feel
be able
like
to
I
guess
know.
it.
Is it... No, I'm not going to be able to guess it. What is it?
The Old Man and the Gun.
Oh, actually,
Wow.
just have thought of that.
You guys didn't see it, did you?
No.
Smallfoot.
The Grinch. No. The Old Man and the Gun, Robert Redford's last movie,
Last movie.
just like Daniel Day-Lewis.
Last movie.
This is Barnacles. But I don't know, it was very mundane. I went inside. Actually, when I went and seen it, my work didn't need me at the time, so I just like okay, I'll go watch a movie.
Well, that was that time that you're
Yeah.
like, hey, you need help?
Yeah, and so I went and watched it at like 11 o'clock showing, and I'm pretty sure our retirement home was in the theater with me, and it was great. There was a part of the movie where it was just really cute, where there's subtitles, and there was a couple there, and the wife couldn't read the subtitles, so the man was narrating it for her, but he couldn't be quiet, so he was basically narrating it to the whole theater. And I usually hate that in movies, but I thought it was kind of, really touching in a way,
Yeah.
And that movie, what it did for me was make me want to live more. It's about a career criminal, who basically robs banks over and over and over. He's very polite, very charismatic, he never hurts anybody. He just does it. No rhyme or reason. And there's a part of the movie where one guy's explaining to the detective, and he says, he's talking to Forrest Tucker, and he says, why can't you do something? There's better ways to make a living. And he says, it's not about making a living, it's about living. And I've just lived my life, very mundane, very safe. And after that, I just felt like I wanted to take risks, wanted to explore, wanted to actually do hard things in my life where I wanted to work. I don't think it's a perfect movie by any means, but it was just very fun. It was kind of like Green Book in a way. It's just very lighthearted, very fun, but still had a great emotional core. That's my number one.
There you go.
But looking back at these lists, I was looking back at my top 2017. My top 5 of that, basically, The Old Man and the Gun would have been number 6. Yeah. This year was very disappointing for me.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Aquaman was terrible.
Really?
I hated it.
You really thought it was terrible?
I thought it was so bad.
Huh. I heard it was like the best DC movie that's come out.
No.
Lately, anyway.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman was better, and I didn't even like Wonder Woman that much.
Anyways, that's our favorites. You can yell at us, whoever's watching. Mom, you're going to yell at us. But thank you for listening. It's always a joy to talk movies. Two of my best buddies in the world. So we'd like to share it with you guys, and we hope that you guys will listen to our videos coming up whenever we make them. We don't know when.
Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 1, night of the premiere. We'll see you live.
There you go.
The King in the North!
Don't pull out the sword again.
King in the North!
You're like the one little kid that runs into the hallway.
King in the North!